Alright, so I never had the talk. That's right, I never really had the talk. Why is that? Mainly, my parents, my childhood parents, they wasn't really, I don't know if they really cared in anything. It was more about, sex is a sin, and stuff like that. Even though, it technically isn't per se, just how you do it. Back then as a kid, I thought sex was a sin, so I guess that's the main reason why my parents, and my childhood parents, they were so religious, so I guess that's the reason why they decided not to give us the talk. So, I don't know, but eventually, they were starting to have that little talk things, okay? Talk, okay? Eventually when I started, when they start, like realizing certain things about me, certain aspects about me, it's like, oh, Ray okay? He's doing something funny. So yeah, let's start by my whole entire history of me being discovering women and girls and stuff like that. I remember when I was probably like 4 years old. I remember when I used to go to the toilet. I realized I obviously had, a sausage down there. I had a sausage down there, whatever. So I was able to, hold myself, and go to the bathroom. But whenever my childhood sister, this is my biological sister at the time. Whenever my biological sister went to the bathroom, whenever she went to the bathroom, I remember not seeing no sausage or whatever. So I was trying to figure out, where did the pee come from? And I remember that bathroom stinking so bad. I don't know why, but I remember that bathroom stinking so bad every single time she peed, went to the bathroom or whatever. Look, I'm 4 years old, okay, at this time, okay? I'm 4 years old. This was nearly like 20 years ago. Yeah, literally 20 years ago. So I'm trying to figure out how in the world she going to the bathroom when I don't see no thing or whatever. So yeah, that's one instance, whatever, where I realized women were different. How girls are different than boys and stuff like that. Another, apparently, according to my childhood mother, I used to flirt with the ladies on the bus when I was a baby, probably like 2-3 years old or whatever. I mean, obviously, I don't remember that at all. The earliest memory I have of me being a baby is me being in the car seat, and me waking up in the car, I think a van, and then it was nighttime, and a train. Yes, that's right. We stopped at a train tracks because the trains come ding, 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 ding. The things go down, and then I seen a train, a locomotive, a yellow locomotive, passing by slow. I remember hearing the horn and everything. I had to probably be like 2 years old, maybe. That's the earliest memory I have. I think of me being a baby. I had to be like 2 years old. I think that's the earliest memory I have. So, there you go. So anyways, yeah, apparently I used to flirt with the ladies on the bus. I remember being on the bus at age 3 and 4. I definitely do. And the near south side of Chicago, or near east side or whatever, Chicago. I remember being on the buses. And I remember I used to have an obsession with the buses a little. One thing, I see this age so well. I remember I don't remember which CTA bus it was. I don't really study the buses like that because I'm really not that interested in buses, but I'll get into it eventually since it's transit related. I remember the bus. I remember like one series of a bus having like a really like like that pitched sounding bus whenever like it's driving or whatever, whenever it's accelerating or whatever. And I remember some buses sounding really deep, like something like that. So yeah, I was very interested in those sounds at 3-4 years old. I realized that very early at 3-4 years old that these buses must be different, because why are they making different sounds? So yeah, sidetrack, but yeah, apparently I used to flirt with the ladies on a bus. I just had to tell my history of my memories of being on the bus, and that was whenever me and my biological mom Me and my biological mom and my biological siblings at the time was, going to the store, to the Dollar Tree, to Payless or whatever, because they always on the same street. If you're from Chicago, you know exactly what street I'm talking about. I'm not trying to. Well, I guess I could say what street it is. Commercial. It was Commercial. That street, Commercial. So yeah, that street. That's the legendary street. Every time I go over there, I have good memories and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, I used to flirt with ladies on the bus. I have no memory of that, so I guess I could just move on with that point. So I don't remember seeing any. I don't remember. Apparently, obviously, the ladies were older, so yeah, I don't really have no big memories. So I'm just moving on to that. Now, I remember the first crush I ever had, and that was SydeLeaderRay. Okay, this is way back in 2005/6. SydeLeaderRay. I remember every single time her show came on. I'm over here running in the room to watch the TV because she was so pretty, whatever. Back in the day. Yeah, so yeah, that was the first, I guess, crush ever I had of a female or whatever. I mean, specifically celebrity crush. Yeah, she was a pretty lady. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's technically a pretty lady now, but, she's aged, I'm aged, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I used to like that SydeLeaderRay lady or whatever. I guess, and the best thing about it, my biological mom, she used to always put that on because she knew that. That's for sure. She knew that. And then not only she was interested in the show herself because she was really into cooking and all that stuff, but she liked the fact that her son liked the lady on TV, I guess. So hey, there's that part. So yeah, at the time I really didn't mind, I didn't mind, and stuff like that. It wasn't such a big deal. Oh my gosh, dogs are coming. She has 2 dogs. She has 2 dogs. Yeah, at the time, yeah, I didn't really care and stuff like that about, people knowing I had a crush on SydeLeaderRay or whatever, but, yeah, it wasn't so big deal. I was a kid, so, okay? Hold up. Okay, the lady went the other way. So, yeah, yeah. I didn't really care back in the day, okay? Now, let me start getting to the part where I, started to actually have crushes on girls in school, okay? When I first got to 2nd grade, my childhood school, I just started going to my childhood school, Beachy Elementary. I saw the prettiest girl ever when I was in 2nd grade, and she was a girl, okay? A girl. That A is the first letter of her, I'm using the initial of her name. A girl. She was a pale, dark brown hair, Latina girl, actually. I remember, when I started having a crush on her back in 2nd grade, I don't recall telling the adults in my house. I was more telling my childhood, no adults in the house, they were teenagers at the time, but, well, some were adults, but the hybrid. Anyways, I don't remember telling the adults, the older childhood siblings, but I do for sure remember telling my, the OG five childhood siblings, me, including myself. I was one of 5 of the OG childhood siblings back in the day. So yeah, so I remember them knowing. They was the main people knowing. And I remember I wrote a love note or whatever, saying how I like her and stuff. I think she's pretty or whatever. I think my immediate childhood sibling saw that I wrote this note. What is this? You like this girl in school? I was like, oh yeah, and stuff like that. I remember I was sitting in some box or whatever. I don't know why I was sitting in some box, but just thinking about her or whatever with clothes and junk in it. I don't know. But so she decided to write. Man, I remember this. We just first moved into our childhood house. I remember she wrote, and because my handwriting was so sloppy, so she decided to write it for me. She just simply improved the letter or whatever. So the next day I went to school, I approached her and stuff like that. I gave her the note, and then, she didn't even take the note. I was like, trying to give her the note, and then she was like, she looked at me funny, And then she was like, that. So I got real mad, and then I tore it up and slammed it on the floor, on the ground in recess. So it was after that I stopped liking her ever since, until later on. But I'll get to that. So yeah, so that was the first real, girl I had a crush on, whatever. So I don't remember what my immediate childhood sibling, or my the OG 5 children childhood siblings response. I don't really remember, but I do remember one of my immediate childhood siblings, of one of 5 of us, thought that, I guess, I don't know, why didn't you get her, something like that. Oh, now that I bring that up, because I remember there were 2 girls that used to chase me in recess back in the day. What's her name? M girl and P girl. M girl and P girl. M girl, she was kind of butch. She was black. I would say like maybe a little bit darker than me. But M girl back in 2nd grade, she was a grade older than me. I didn't like her, but I used to run all. Oh, okay, that's perfect. I remember now. 6 now. At first I had 5. There goes 6. Now I remember. I knew there was more. I knew there was more. Some very small bug on it. So anyways, I used to run away from M girl and P girl. I don't know why. They used to chase me in elementary and recess back when I was in 2nd grade. When they was in 3rd grade, we had recess together, the same recess period. So yeah, them girls used to chase me. I used to run away from them, but I used to kind of blush a little with it back in the day or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I hope both of them ladies doing good now. So yeah, I hope both of them girls doing good. And for the record, yeah, they are pretty, especially P girl. The P girl was she was kind of pale too, but she was a lighter brunette or whatever. Yeah, P girl, yeah, she's cute now. Now that I remember. Yeah, I remember her last name, but yeah, I remember. Oh yeah, I remember they used to spread. Oh okay, yep, I remember that was the earliest when my family used to talk about I was gay. Yep, I remember now. Because I wasn't liking these girls, I was running away from these girls. My immediate childhood sibling, I think, snitched. Told my childhood family, like the early childhood family, I believe 2006 or whatever. Yeah, I think 2006 or 7, that 2 girls was chasing Ray, but Ray was running away from them. So they thought I was gay right then and there. So yeah, that's the first thing they thought I was gay. Way back in 2000, I'm gonna say 6 or 7. I need to memorize my or at least print my or write down my age eras or whatever. So yeah, that's the first thing they thought I was gay. So yeah, I ran away from those guys because I wasn't really interested, and I wasn't even thinking about that stuff. And I believe this was before and after I liked A girl. So yeah, the A girl. So yeah, I remember I made a book of all the girls I liked. I literally made a whole entire book with all their names and everything, their full name, the first and last name of the girls I liked. I remember the last female the last amount of females I can remember in that book was probably 9. That's including A girl, the A girl, G girl in 3rd grade summer school. I remember how she rejected me because she didn't like black boys. I remember exactly what she said. I don't like black boys. So yeah, 3rd grade summer school. So yeah, there's that part. Yeah, I had a whole entire list. I made a whole entire booklet, a little booklet or whatever. Oh, that's another reason why they thought I was gay, because I wanted a diary. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I wrote a whole entire booklet with all that. But the thing is, for just in case, I made that back in 6th grade, I believe. Or no, 6th grade. So what I did, was it 7th grade? I think it's probably 7th grade. I think it's 7th grade. No. 6th grade summer school. That's when I made the book. I made that book. So I don't know why. I just wanted to remember to see how. I guess I wanted to write down all the girls I approach. All the girls I can get a girlfriend with, whatever. So I just write all the names I put rejected or something like that. No girlfriend or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, so I used to tell stories of why I liked the girl, whatever, liked the girls, I liked whatever, every single girl, whatever, and if it worked out or whatever. I remember, but the thing is, for just in case, I wrote the type of girls I was interested in, like how I want their body is and everything. So yeah, I was up on that even either. At 6th grade, 12 years old, 11, 12 years old as well. So there's that. I was writing like, write out liking with makeup, how tall they are. At the time, I had more standards back in the day. Like, I didn't want no tall girl and no older girl at all, and all that stuff. I had standards and stuff like that. So yeah, back in the day, which I still do have standards now, just adult version. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I wrote, for just in case anyone saw that book or caught me in that book, found that book or whatever, I wrote it in my own language called Spo Latin. Okay, I've written my own Spo Latin. I won't explain how Spo Latin is written, how to understand it, because I'm not trying to expose myself too much, whatever. I don't have the book anymore, so yeah, I have tweets I've written in it. But yeah, yeah, I got a caramel frappuccino. Anyway, so yeah, I wrote it in my own language, so that way only I can read it. There were a few times like, Ray, what is this? What is all this? Your handwriting, this is gibberish. Ray, get this. So yeah, there's that part. So yeah, yep, I lost that, and like, I believe I lost that book, I believe mid 7th grade, I believe. So that's probably like 2013, like mid 2013 or whatever. So yeah, and this is the part where they start to think, okay, procreation part. Procreation. I remember I didn't really understand how procreation worked or whatever. Once I found out that girls, they don't, have like, penises or whatever. Like, I think it was around 2nd grade when I discovered that girls don't have that. They have something else. I forgot. No, at the time I learned it, and it was the cool, the cool kooky. I'm saying kooky, but you know what I'm trying to say. I learned that was what it was called back when I was in 2nd grade. Because I remember the bully, he used to always say that the A bully, the 2nd grade A bully, A guy, he used to say that word all the time and stuff like that. So yeah, I think he used to call me gay sometimes too. Yeah, I think that my very first bully, A guy, back in 2nd grade, I think he used to call me gay too. But anyway, so yeah, him and I remember in 2nd grade, no, I believe it was 2nd grade, like late 2nd grade. I think it was late, no, second semester, 2nd grade. I don't know why, but we was talking about that junk. We was talking about sex at 2nd grade years old. 18 minutes already. We were talking about sex at 2nd grade. So I was like, I remember telling him, I know exactly how to get a girl pregnant. The thing is, I didn't know nothing. I did not know nothing at all. But eventually, because I did not know there was no such thing of actually going inside. I just knew surface level. That's it. I know there's no such thing of going inside. So yeah, hopefully I don't get demonetized. It's not like I got videos or age restricted or whatever. So I didn't know anything, but I said that in 2nd grade. So there's that part. But I knew the concept of procreation. This is the part where my family used to think I was gay. So firstly, me being bullied by my first bullied A guy. I think when he used to call me gay, whatever reason, and him bullying me, and then on top of that, us becoming friends in 3rd grade summer school, because we became friends, we used to hang out more. Oh, is Ray being gay with them now? So that's the first one. The first interrogation, like why are you always hanging out with him, Ray? He's my friend now. He gave me crayons and everything. I remember it was inside an orange crayon package or whatever. Pencil. He gave me pencils, crayons, an eraser, a sharpener. I remember. I remember. In fact, I think it was the one you slide open and stuff like that. The one you slide open or whatever. Yeah, I remember. And he gave me pencils, crayons, and his mom and everything. Because I met the bully's mom as well. I even been in his house, as a matter of fact. Because I guess my childhood mom got sick of him bullying me. So, so I guess somehow they exchanged numbers, and then we went over to his house or whatever. And then I remember the reason why. We came over to her house, and she even came over to my house back in my childhood days. So yeah, I'm talking a little bit too much about the bully right now, but yeah, okay, yeah. Interrogation. Yeah, so there were probably like a minimum of like 4 occasions in my childhood family where they thought I was gay. Okay, so why? Because I was walking effeminate. I had to switch to my walk or whatever. I always had my hand broke my wrist or whatever. You know, I always, you know, something like that or whatever. I don't know. Apparently, I was effeminate back in the day. Back when I was like 7, 8 years old or whatever. Apparently, I was effeminate. So they thought I was gay and, you know, pulling me in the room, Ray, what's going on? Why are you acting gay and stuff like that? I'm not gay. Well, stop acting like this. Stop crossing your legs. I'm literally crossing my legs right now, actually. So yeah, they were really strict on the like what men should and shouldn't do. Okay. So yeah, I'm crossing my legs because it's comfortable, by the way. So yeah, so because I felt the pressure of, you know, having to act like the guys of the family. That's like my childhood father and my, you know, all the childhood, you know, adult siblings and stuff like that. So yeah. So I have a lot to talk about the interrogations, actually. I remember one instance, I believe this was in 2012, I believe it was, no, I remember, maybe late 2012, the snooping incident. At first, I was snooping or whatever. I won't explain too much about it. I just hope y'all can understand it yourselves. Because I'm not trying to, you know, I don't know if certain people are going to see this video. Of my childhood family. We was snooping. Me and one of my immediate childhood siblings were snooping. We found the phone. We saw something in there we shouldn't, okay? So, my childhood sibling snitched. Said this person got this on their phone, whatever. I was quiet about it because I felt no need to talk about it. Like, there was no need to talk about it. Like, and then it was embarrassing and stuff like that. But unfortunately, because I forgot what really happened that night, I was pulled outside. Hey, Ray, I was pulled outside by my childhood mother. Yes, I'm going to say which specific parent did. My childhood mother at night saying, Ray, so you seen that in that phone. They said something. You didn't. That's gay, Ray. Are you gay? I'm like, no. But if you wasn't, then you would say something. They said something, Ray. I don't understand that, Ray. Like, did you like what you saw? That's why you didn't say nothing? You're embarrassed? Just tell the truth, Ray. Like, no, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. Like, there's no such thing of a gay, Ray. I'm trying to sound like myself. I'm 12 years old, but I can't voice this my 12-year-old self. I can only voice this my 14-year-old self. So yeah, that's it. My 14-year-old voice kind of sounds like Sonic a little. So yeah. The way how I have voice act as my 14-year-old self. I'm trying to remember if there's another instance they thought I was gay. Anyway, so yeah. The way how I voice as my 14-year-old self, since I can sound almost exactly like my 14-year-old self, so what I did to voice in my side now, episode 3 extra, vague memory, watch it, link in the description of my my gaming channel. What I usually do is I voice as my 14-year-old self, and then I just simply pitch it up, like at max of one. I pitch it up by one note, you know, if you know what I mean, you know, by I pitch it up one time. So yeah, sidetrack. But anyways, I'm outside. You know, they don't want to believe me. I kept telling my childhood mother, "There's no such thing of a gay Ray," because I understood being gay is a sin, especially because we was a religious family. We was a religious family, and you know the concept of me liking other men, it's just something that just really did not resonate with me. It was just something that was just so stupid. The idea of me doing that, me doing all that stuff, was just something out of the ordinary, like something like unnormal to me at age 12. I think 11 or 12 years old. I think I was late 12 years old. So yeah, I was pulled outside. They didn't want to believe it. I was like, okay, then I'll just have to take your word for it, Ray. So, I was upset they didn't believe my childhood mother didn't believe me. So we've been back inside or whatever. I don't remember if my childhood father also interrogated me at that time. I'm remembering 5 occasions, and because in 2018 there was going to be a sixth occasion of an interrogation. So yeah, one other instance, I think my childhood father did interrogate me about me not snitching. You like what you saw in that phone or whatever, which I didn't. I was just confused to why was it in there. This is maybe we shouldn't have been messing around. We shouldn't have been snooping around. So yeah, I think that's how the story goes, if I remember correctly. Because I remember 5 occasions before 2018. So yeah. Another occasion that I was being interrogated about my sexuality is, I already told this. I won't get too much about that. But one of my childhood parents, I won't specify which one specifically. I might have said in a previous video, but I won't say in this video. One of my childhood parents, my childhood mother. There we go. I remember. My childhood mother pulled me in the room and stuff like that. Every single time you see ladies on TV. Every single time. You're not liking girls in school. Every single time, we say you like that girl, you like that woman on TV, you get mad, Ray. They don't get mad. Why you get mad? The guys don't get mad. Oh, why aren't you playing the game with the guys or whatever? Playing the, seeing pretty woman guys and stuff like with the guys and stuff like that. I was 13. I was just going through puberty, so to prove I wasn't gay, I had to 26 minutes. I had to tell him that I had my last ever celebrity crush was on the Gilda character, the Gilda actress in the electric company. I think her name is Kylie Rose, okay? With spoiler word, she and I are the same age. And she can sing too. Maybe I should shoot in her DMs. I'm not gonna do that. I think she got a tattoo or whatever, which means she got a body count. Anyway, so yeah. But if you watch this, Kylie Rose, hi. Yep, I'm doing too much. So anyways, I had to tell my mom, my childhood mother at the time, that to prove I wasn't gay was by saying I got a celebrity crush. I had a new celebrity crush or whatever. So yeah, that was probably like instance number, I don't know, 4. Instance number 4 in my childhood house. Now in high school, now this is where shit started to get annoying. When I said I had a lot of gay friends, so I remember the day before my 16th birthday, sophomore year, I was demanded to come in that room to be talked to my childhood mother. I'm just gonna reveal this at this point. My childhood mother, Ray, what's going on? You saying you got all these gay friends and stuff like that. I've not seen you with no girls or whatever. I've not blah 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 this, blah 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 that. You're still getting mad that every single time you like this girl on TV, you like this woman on TV. What's going on, Ray? What's going on, Ray? Yeah, and then on top of that, that's when, are you watching, Prawn now or whatever? Which at the time in 2000, my freshman year, no, I didn't officially started watching that junk until late 2016, okay? But I discovered it in 2014, I believe. So yeah, anyway, so 39 minutes, I need to hurry up. So yeah, so they was interrogating my childhood mother of 2015, the day, September 7th, 2015, the exact day. I hated that day entirely. Told me to go on the ring, what's going on, stuff like that. But this time I came prepared. This time because I knew what this was all about. Because every single time, like, Ray, you're doing this, you acting effeminate and stuff like that or whatever. You refuse to sit with your legs open like the guys. You refuse to sit, with your knee like this or whatever. So there's that part, I was getting sick. I was very sick of my childhood mother at that time. interrogating me about my sexuality. And I did had a gay friend at the time, back in high school in freshman year. I had she was a lesbian, and then I had a boyfriend on top of that. But I kind of understand why they thought I possibly could be gay, because I was around that aura. I was around that kind of spirit of homosexuality and lesbianism and all that stuff. I was around that spirit. I get that, but to conclude I was gay just because I was friends with them, SydeLeaderRay at the time, was just complete utter shit. Because at the time, I still just did not really. It just wasn't a thing. My goal when I got in high school was to get a girlfriend. So to prove I wasn't gay, I decided to approach a female. She rejected me. And I remember exactly what she said. She was like, "I don't really know you," so yeah. So which I understand. She did the right thing. And then that's when my unofficial ex revealed that she liked me, and I said, "Okay, yes, come on, let's date. You're my girlfriend." And even in this, they still thought I was gay, even when I was dating her. Why? Because she had short hair at the time. Her parents were strict. I believe her parents was trying to make her unattractive. That way boys can't approach her or whatever. Her childhood parents, I am using specifications now, okay? Her childhood parents and her biological parents are also different. So yeah. Her childhood parents, she lucky actually. My unofficial ex, she's still lucky. She still has access to her childhood parents. Man, I'm jealous, okay? I don't have access to my childhood parents. I only have my modern parents now. My childhood parents are gone. So yeah. Anyway, so not in dead. They're still alive. They're just, yeah. My childhood father is still existing. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah. They did not like the fact I wasn't winning girlfriends in high school. They also didn't like the fact that my unofficial ex, I won't reveal, well, you'll see her name inside now anyway, but my unofficial ex, my childhood mother was happy. She was happy. She was like, "Oh, I want to meet her, Ray." She was making sure I was giving her gifts and everything or whatever. She was my childhood mother. She was really happy. She wanted me to be with her, and especially with her being black, because at the time I was promoting my interracial preference, even then as well. So yeah. She was happy. My childhood father, on the other hand, man, my gosh, interrogating me some more. Why she looked like a boy? Is that really? And one of my childhood siblings was like, "Is that really a girl Ray's dating?" And there's more rumors going around in the house and everything and stuff like that. In another instance, whenever that's after we broke up or whatever. After we broke up, this was 2016 summer. I said to one of my extended childhood family members, because I don't know, we was on a topic of talking about transgenders or whatever. So next thing you know, my extended childhood family member talking about transgenders, and then I was like, "Ray, are you a transgender? Are you a transgender?" I was like, "No, I probably am in another universe." And then that's when childhood mother, she didn't like the sound of Ray. God did not make a mistake or whatever, which he didn't, okay? But my childhood mother did not understand the concept of the multiverse or, alternate universe and stuff like that, different variants of yourself or whatever. So I think instead of her interrogating me, she told childhood father. So X-Men 97, Days of Futures Past. What the heck? Okay, I'm interested. Anyway, so yeah, so she told childhood father, next "Ray, we need to talk." I was like, here we go again. But I wasn't really prepared this time. I guess per se, I wasn't really prepared this time. So what's this all about? So, Ray, are you gay? No, I kept, this was so annoying back in the day. Sorry for spitting, disgusting. That was so annoying back in the day. It got to a point where I actually started crying in front of my childhood father, because it was just so annoying that they kept interrogate me like I'm not this, I'm not gay or whatever. And then I was like, I'm sorry for getting so emotional. I kept apologizing to them, whatever. And then they over talking about, we're just gonna have to take your word for it, Ray. We don't want you out there grown and everything, out there in the world. You lied to us, and now you out there, sleeping around with men and stuff like that. So yeah, they kept, interrogating me and stuff like that. Now, the last instance where they wanted to interrogate me was in 2018 when I started just talking to the external pastor, Pastor P, okay? No, Pastor N, Pastor N, okay? I'm not revealing his full name, obviously. My Chicago external pastor, that's what I call him. Because I was getting counsel and theology and being taught by him, they thought, and unfortunately, I wish I didn't tell my childhood father that, okay? None of my childhood family that. But they used to say, Ray's talking to his pastor and stuff like that. And stuff like that. Oh, he doing gay stuff with the pastor. They thought I was doing gay stuff with the pastor. I was sleeping with the pastor. Like, what the fuck? What kind of shit was that? I was very annoyed. But this time, because I was 18, I had enough sanity, enough knowledge, enough confidence to rebel against my childhood parents. I said, you know what? No. Thankfully, my immediate childhood sibling was being a spy for me, okay? They were suspicious themselves, okay? That's why I wanted my immediate childhood sibling to meet the pastor. But, they had to go to work, so there's that part. So, they was okay, shit, I can't remember. They also was suspicious of me as well, because they was being brainwashed by my childhood father at the time, thinking I was gay, think I was sleeping with the pastor. But they believed me and stuff like that. And also all puberty. I also should mention, okay, I'm gonna probably mention it afterwards. So yeah, percentage 37 minutes. I'm talking too much. I'm always talking too much. So anyway, I need to speed up. They thinking I'm gay and stuff like that. So one time we was in the Chicago downtown library. They was on the phone. Where Ray at? Is he with the pastor? No, he's with me and stuff like that. Oh, okay, and stuff like that. Tell him I said hi. Okay. And then next and then next as soon as they got off the phone, I was like, I had a feeling what they was talking about. I was like, what this is all about. He's like, they think you're gay and with the pastor. I was like, there we go again. I'm not talking about this. I said that to my immediate child sibling. I'm not talking about it this time. There's no interrogations this time. We ain't talking about it. If y'all want to think I'm gay, y'all just think it. So whatever, there's that part. I was 18 years old, by the way. So that's pretty much it with all the interrogations. So all that was not a talk. All that was interrogations. All six. I'm going to say all five, at a minimum of five. All five of my childhood era and my teen era, it was all about interrogations. There is no talk. The only closest to a talk of the talk I had was when my childhood father demanded I come in the room to talk about what's going on, why they thinking I'm gay just because I was effeminate, had gay friends, stuff like that. And then that's when they wanted to try to ask what you like on females and stuff like that, which they was doing too much. Oh my gosh. My childhood parents did some weird shit back in the day. And we were super religious on top of that. And I will admit, occasionally I did get curious to understand how gay intercourse worked. So, I did the obvious thing as a curious teenager would do. I'd go on the hub. Go on the hub with incognito mode, because I knew about that back in the day. Using the school's laptop at home. So yeah, that's so funny. I looked on the hub and tried to figure out how did it work. I learned how it worked. And yeah, the girl who friend zoned me back in 6th grade summer school, she's the one who told me how it worked. I got confirmation by that when I actually got curious to understand that stuff. So yeah, one instance, one of my childhood family members thought I was coming out of the closet is the time, because at the time I used to not, look at Lee's butts and stuff like that. However, I remember at the time when I started to look at girls' butts at the time. I was 13 years old, okay? When I used to find the female body, her butt or her legs or whatever, started attractive. I remember some girl back when I was in my childhood school. I was, I think, in 7th grade, 2013. Like, I don't know why. She was wearing the tight pants or whatever. C girl, I think. No, N girl. I have her full name. I remember N girl. So NC. That's her initials. She wrote like her goodbye and stuff like that in my school, you know, memories and stuff like that, booklet or whatever, you know, end of year graduation thing. So yeah, I remember I didn't like her, but she was kind of hot. Why? Because she had the long hair, and then she had like kind of long legs and stuff like that. What did is, like, she had nice legs. I was like, she actually got nice legs or whatever. And it was her backside of the legs that made me start to realize that I liked it. Girls, you know, butts or whatever. So yeah. Anyway, so I was very much in denial because I remember in 2013, my childhood house, my childhood siblings, the OG5, we were talking about men's always looking at ladies' butts and stuff like that. It was like, Ray, do you look at ladies' butts? No. At the time, I genuinely wasn't interested, but it was starting to peek its way in through me. So yeah, because puberty and stuff was happening. Because puberty fully, I would say puberty still was in the works for me, but it was really starting to hit me. I remember in because I remember one point I used to sneak and go on my childhood mother's magazines back when I first moved into my teen house or whatever. I used to go into magazines mid 2014, like probably like around March. I remember I used to any magazine that my childhood mom at the time had, I used to, if I seen a lady in her bikinis, I used to rip that out and just look at it. I wasn't touching myself at the time. I didn't start officially doing that until late 2014. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too much of that. That's another story for another day. But like successfully, you know, full on, you know, touch myself. But I didn't do it too that way. So yeah. I remember, I remember being, you know, starting to be sexually attracted to the girl's body. So I told my immediate childhood sibling that, we've talked about this last year, we've already talked about this or whatever, you know, we've all denied it, but now that I'm 14 years old, or 13 or 14 years old now, but I look at ladies' butts now. I remember I told that child, sibling, that it was like, I knew you're a man, you're a boy. So yeah, I don't know. The thing is, they thought I was coming out of the closet. So yeah, even they was in denial, thinking I was gay too. Man, I was the gay laughingstock back in the day. Somebody had to be gay in the family, and I guess that person just had to be me. So yeah. Oh my gosh, what the heck? All up now, into now. My modern family. Oh my gosh. Yesterday, they made me panic a little. There was like, one of my modern parents was like, Ray, you ever had to talk? And I started panicking right there. I was like, no, it wasn't about no talk. It was interrogations. It was all interrogations. There was no talk. It was interrogations. And I was referring to the story I just told y'all. So yeah, I didn't like that. I did not like the fact that, so in fact, I don't want to hear nothing from him, so I'm over panicking. I got ready for work or whatever, and stuff like that. I don't like the fact, and then my other childhood parent was like, we've talked about it a couple of times. I've tried to talk about it with Ray, but he didn't want to. And spoiler alert, I still don't want to. I don't want to talk about no talk. I am too old. I am 24 years old. I've watched enough porn, unfortunately. I've done enough reproductive research. Yes, I read the science books back in 5th grade. Okay, 2010, 2011, I think, one of those years, around when Science Generations was released or whatever, was being, you know, released or whatever. So I think it's probably 2011. Yeah, 2011. Yep, that's the year, 2011. Mid 2011, like March or whatever. I remember I had a reproductive science book. I had a science book that talked about space and everything, and the one section of the book talked about reproductive biology. I learned about the penis and then the vajayjay and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how I learned how the birds and the bee and stuff like that. Because I didn't learn no birds and the bee from my parents. Because the first thing they kept telling me, you're gay, Ray. We don't believe you, and all that other stupid shit and stuff like that. And even when I revealed that I watched gay porn back when I was 16 years old, because I was curious, not because I wanted to. I was curious and trying to figure out how it worked, because I was trying to figure out how can men please each other. So yeah, they asked me, no. Childhood father asked me, would you want to be the giver or the receiver? I was like, giver or receiver? But I will say, thanks to the research I've researched, I said I'd be the giver, okay? He's like, okay, yeah, you're not gay. You're not gay. That's what my childhood father confirmed it. Because that's my main reason why I chose the giver. In fact, honestly, that was a confusing question. That was a confusing question to me. Because I learned of that, that kind of, sex or whatever, with the mouth, oral, whatever. So yeah, I learned about that. Man, I was watching some dirty junk back in the day. Because my curiosity was man, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all might think I'm all kinds of sus, whatever. And for the record, look, I'm not into that stuff, okay? I'm not gay. Fuck all that, okay? I'm not even bi. So yeah, just fuck all that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, my modern parents, they talk about that junk. I'm panicking or whatever. I had to explain to them, I didn't go into specific details, but I said it was interrogation, not no talks or whatever. So yeah. So, in conclusion, that's why I never had to talk. Why? Because it was never no let's talk, Ray. What's going on? It was always interrogating and trying to get me to admit me being gay. Look, I might have probably told him a little bit of too much of the knowledge that I learned on the internet, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, if anything, I'm glad they know now. So because at least they can, understand. I don't know. This is what they do. This is what gays do. Gay men specifically. I feel like one of my modern parents really, really do want to give me the talk, because they already think I'm less of a man just because I'm a virgin, because I never had a girlfriend. I don't talk to females at all. I have high standards and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that modern parent want to talk to me about that, but we're not talking. Not because of interrogation. No, I'm over that. Whoever wants to think I'm gay, then just fuck you. I'm sorry, modern parents. But for real though, I gotta put my foot down. I'm sick of people thinking something that's not true about me, okay? I don't care if anyone discovers that I have an SSA condition. That's just a sinful parasitic thing that's just happened to be in me, because of the unfortunate prawn I watched back in the day. Fucked up my brain. But by default and primarily, I'm not gay. Fuck all that. I don't want to talk about it, because I understand how it works. I know how it works, okay? I've seen enough junk. I did enough scientific research on top of that. So yeah. So before I learned about the birds and the bees, before the prawn I've discovered. I watched all kinds of prawn in my life, okay, unfortunately. So yeah, prawn really fucked up my brain. I'm swearing a lot, I know. I just hate the fact, I wish I never settled on watching that junk. So yeah, I don't know. I wanted to improve my PMO. I was 16 years old, so there's that part. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. That's why I never had to talk, because they thought I was gay, and they did not want to believe me. As far as now, my modern parents, they don't believe so. They don't believe I'm not. At least, I think one of them might think I am, because I'm still a virgin male. But I won't be surprised I won't be surprised by either income. So that's pretty much it. Now, when it comes to all of my parents, all six of them, I don't need to ever talk about that junk. And when I actually do lose my virginity, I'm not telling them. I don't want to tell them. They don't deserve to know. None of them deserve to know. None of them. All 6 of my parents do not deserve to know when I lose my virginity. You're going to learn it once you find out you're having a grandchild. That's the way you're going to do it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.